back and record this. There we go. So I don't forget what we talk about. It's better sometimes than in person, because then I forget by the time somebody like gets in their car and leaves and say, oh, what was I supposed to do? So recording is actually a good thing. So I left you on, so you left for home on Friday, Saturday. How did things feel? How did the car feel?
Fine. You know what? My neck's still in. It's still in.
Good.
And everything I've done before, it would go out in a day or so, and it's been in all week. And this like hip, the left hip is more square. I mean, look, I have this shirt on. You can't
Oh,
see.
look at that.
And it's like there.
Much more symmetrical.
It's usually more that way. So I'm very impressed.
So we were able to maintain what we did.
Yes.
In this first week. Great, because I know that this is going to be a really busy week. So normally I like to, like I say, I like to kind of meet earlier in the week, because I don't know about you, there's a different mindset from Monday to Friday or Saturday, Sunday, you know.
Yeah.
So good. But I also know that you were kind of stressed and anxious about this.
Oh, I had a very full week. I'm like, after this, I'm like, oh.
Awesome.
And I know how it is a Friday evening, even like, oh my God, you're probably exhausted yourself, you know?
So one of the things you just did reminded me of kind of a really good thing to do. So we're going to actually, I just saw the chair you were in just ever so briefly. So I want you to actually, this time I want you to kind of sit back in the chair, which is not usually what I tell you, but I want you to see if you can kind of hook your shoulder blades on, not your arms.
My shoulder blades.
You feel how, yeah, see if you can kind of hook underneath, lifting up the back and just
Only
kind of,
one.
only one. All right, we're going to take that one and you're going to turn your head towards the direction of that one you're hooking. And I want you to inhale to the top of your head. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Turn back to the center. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Let's turn your head towards the other shoulder.
I'm trying to hook them. Okay.
And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Go back to the center. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale and relax. Did that kind of feel like it kind of lifted the ribs just a little bit?
You know, I got my massage today and his hour seemed so short. It went by like that. I'm used to 2 hours.
Awesome. So we're going to kind of, okay. So
and I was more relaxed.
Well,
my muscles were intense.
Good. How did
That's what a week of every day will do for you.
All right, let's take both. Okay, we're going to take both hands. We're going to put them as straight as they can be. And we're going to bring both elbows along our side and bring them back towards the chair. Did they run into the chair?
They're into the chair.
Okay. We're going to have you slide forward onto the chair just a little bit all right, because that's going to sit you. Okay. Now your elbows are tucked in. Perfect. And I want you to gently go and slide your elbows back just a little bit. So basically halfway between your wrists and your elbow are kind of at the side. Okay, that feel okay?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to have you turn we're going to have you turn one direction.
I'm just telling you, it is a little uncomfortable on my right, inside my right clavicle, I guess it is, that muscle.
Is that the one that kind of sticks out just a little bit?
Yeah.
That hits the chair? Okay, so we're going to turn your head towards that. And I want you to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Turn back to the center and inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and turn to the left and inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring your chin up just a little bit. That's going to get into on the right side. That's just a little bit more. And inhale and exhale. Inhale to the top of your head. Exhale down your tailbone. Inhale and exhale. Back to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and relax. Okay. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it really gets into the here. Sorry.
Yeah, it gets into it. Yeah.
Yep. So with kind of what we were trying to do is actually use the left shoulder to kind of get in there. So I wanted to kind of get into both sides at the same time. Sorry, went to a funeral earlier and it's like, I'm not in a t-shirt anymore. I'm not as comfortable as I thought I was going to be. I forgot to change. All right. So this time we're going to put our hands onto the fronts of our knee, of our legs. And we're going to bring that left elbow back only. Let's see. Am I doing the left or are you doing the left?
I'm doing the left. You're doing the left now.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. What did I try to, it's different with different, sometimes I used to go raise your right hand. Not that I'm swearing you to tell the truth, but I just need to know which side you're on and which side I'm. All right. So now that's in there. Now I want you to gently turn your head just a little bit. Feel how that gets underneath the shoulder blade.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bring the chin up a little bit and inhale. And exhale. I'm trying to bring that heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that head down. Inhale. And exhale. Just kind of to neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly turn the head back to the center.
I should probably put it so I can see myself, because are you getting the light behind me?
Yeah, just a little bit, but it's not bad.
Okay.
Are
I
you
was hoping
okay?
to block it.
It's what?
I was hoping to block it with my body.
Oh, you've got
I'm
that
putting up
sunshine.
the shades you have. I'm putting up shades, but I didn't do it yet. And so I brought this curtain, which I bring in once a year
Oh, gotcha. For a little
from the
bit
other
of
room.
awesome. Okay. And relax that. All right. How's that feeling? To kind of get into that tissue, that connective tissue?
Probably a little bit better than it was. I can't tell for sure. It does still
Okay.
hurt a little bit.
Hurts on the right side.
Yeah, it's on the right side.
Okay, kind of in that middle by the bra strap there.
Yeah, right. You know what? If I put you over here, you can see my, or maybe you can see my back in the mirror. I don't know. But right there.
Okay, right.
Can you see?
Gotcha. Yeah.
I wonder if I put you on this side and you still see yourself. That won't be good.
All right. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to think right hand here.
Yeah, it's on my right side.
Yep. It's like, I
Here's
see
my right
myself,
hand.
I know, but it's like, I see my right shoulder, but it looks like my left. So I
You
have
know
to kind
what?
of like,
They can do mirror. I don't know if that would help.
right. But it's like, I want to make sure I got the same shoulder. Yeah, under the video options, you can mirror. Sometimes that works better and sometimes not. I just have to kind of remind myself. All right, so we're going to bring that right elbow out and just gently push down on the heel of your hand, which is on your leg there, and inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale and relax the elbow. Did that help a little bit?
It's feeling okay. I think
Okay.
it's not as bad as it was.
Okay, so
It's not uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Yeah.
good. So what I wanted to kind of, one of the things I kind of like to do in that first couple of weeks is literally, as you notice, you're doing your arms against the wall.
I'm getting better at it. It
Good.
doesn't hurt. Like it doesn't hurt to hold my arms up like that.
Yes, because you're getting stronger. You're building
Yeah.
muscle.
Yeah, I'm building muscle.
So
Am I building muscle in my back?
you're building muscle in your stomach, in your core, in your arms, because
Cool.
just by holding those arms up, because they get fatigued, it is like, this is getting really tired, but it's getting right into the latissimus dorsi,
Oh,
the
there you
whole bigger
go.
muscle back there,
Mhm.
as well as it's getting into the core.
Yeah.
And because you're using just small minor movements to turn, you're getting into the deepest muscles of the erector spinae, the multifida, the muscles that are attached to the bone, attached to the connective tissue that holds that spine in place.
Yeah.
So unlike, oh, you need to do this to go and get your shoulder blades and latissimus dorsi that goes all the way from the top to the bottom. It's like, yeah, that's that first layer. We're getting into the deep seventh layer.
That's so good. Hey, I really like that you tried to activate this right side, and because you have been doing it, you have had some progress, because otherwise this wouldn't be like it is.
Right.
But if anything you can do to strengthen that some more, because that's obviously the part that needs it.
Right.
Like,
But we needed to get you out of pain first because you were a little uncomfortable.
okay.
So like I
Well, I was
said,
uncomfortable holding my arm like a certain way you told me to hold it. I think it was like this. It's not uncomfortable right now.
okay,
To
good.
hold it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the things that, I like to use a lot of body weight, and it's like, what I like when people are sitting in the chairs is, number one, when you're sitting towards the front of your chair, you're activating your core. So it's kind of trying to go and get your spine as straight as it can be. We're breathing in, that's going and lifting up the breathing muscles as you're inhaling, that's lifting, and exhaling, it's kind of resetting everything. So that's why we're doing a lot of breathing. You're actually stretching as you're turning, getting into different vertebrae and into different muscles. But I like the fact that we could just get to concentrate up here. So this first couple of days, this first couple of weeks, maybe then this first month, we're just going to work primarily up here, because your other stuff is going to work on the lower part. But we will progress. All right. And as you notice, I like to use your own legs because they're there right underneath you. So kind of having your elbows by your side again. All right. This time we're going to go to the left. We're going to slide that palm in towards you on that left side
This?
only. So you're going to slide it in on your leg
Okay.
towards your hip. Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to turn that elbow out. Bring that, perfect. Push down and inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Turn towards that left arm and inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale And exhale. Back towards the center. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And turn the head slightly to the right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Turn back to the center and inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And relax. Whew. Hard work, isn't it? Let's rotate out that wrist. And go the other direction. Let's give it a little bit of a wave, kind of getting in, kind of relaxing that hand. Oh, princess wave. Hello. Also known as washing the window
Mhm.
in that direction. So as you noticed, okay, so you may or may not have noticed when you're pushing down, did you feel how that brought that shoulder up? It opened up into those ribs. So you're using you're using your own hand on that side that likes to kind of collapse. And you're pushing down, which is actually lifting up the ribs. It's opening them up and yeah, there we go. And lifting them as you're breathing in and exhaling back down. So it's engaging in these intercostal muscles and the connective tissue as you're pushing down.
Mhm.
As you're pushing down, it opens up and lifts it. So look where your shoulder is kind of dropped down to. It's not dry. So this is going to be an exercise that you're going to do throughout this week, throughout the day. You know, just find a minute or two, like in the morning and then the evening, you know, kind of like or mid break, you know. So
I
it'll,
put it so I can see myself now, and I can also see how much light you're getting off my window.
oh, I'm okay with it.
Nope, that's worse. There.
Awesome. So did you feel how that kind of lifted up those ribs?
Mhm.
So it's a way to strengthen and realign and get those muscles engaged. So over time, that shoulder is going to just kind of go, oh, I've been engaged more. I can work better. And I'm going to stay up there because you're strengthening those muscles so that you're bringing that scoliosis curve
Okay,
back
so let me
to be
get
more
this
centered.
straight. So what did I do? I put my hand down my thigh close to my body, right? And push down.
And then you brought your elbow out because feel how that
Uh-huh.
gets into the shoulder, into the muscles of the whole shoulder blade there.
Especially that clavicle area right inside that.
Right. If you keep your shoulder there, bring your shoulder back in or the elbow back in. Feel how that doesn't get in there quite as much.
Mhm.
So just a small little pivot just kind of lifts that and gets underneath the muscles of the clavicle. So for me, you can see how that kind of lifts my shoulder
Right.
because my shoulders
Now
are
it's making them even.
right. And
So
over
what?
time, that
Yeah,
will
you
keep it
yeah, go
even.
ahead. You told me to do it this week, so I want to make sure I get what I'm
Yep.
supposed to do
So you're
before
sitting
you
on
go
the front
on.
of the chair.
Mhm. Mhm.
Your hand is back by your leg.
Mhm.
Turning your elbow, slowly turn that elbow out so you can feel how it lifts underneath that shoulder.
Mhm.
Push down kind of on the, and if it gets uncomfortable to push down on the wrist, then just kind of do a little fist. Yeah, little fist like that, just
Mhm.
gently. So it's just a gentle, remember how in the massage room, it's like 5% pressure goes and gets into the deepest muscle, that seventh layer. So it's just a gentle push down and inhaling. That's really where you're getting all the work coming in. Inhaling to the top of your head, exhaling towards tailbone. Inhale and exhale. and inhale. And exhale. And bring that back in and relax. You feel how that's also getting into the front of the rib cage?
Mhm.
So just a little
I'm
bit. So it's,
feeling it a little bit right here.
yeah. So
It's
if you
like,
feel it too much there, then just don't push down as hard.
okay.
Okay. You're kind of
Mhm.
like your sister when, when you say go, and it's like you're all in. So, which is why I love working with both of you, because you're like, you're all in. But just, I don't want you to strain your arm. I want you to mostly remember that this is going to be lifting the shoulder muscle, that clavicle area behind you, as well as engaging in these ribs
Mhm.
underneath that brow line. So it's just lifting your big, so it's almost like you're breathing, you're holding it for like about 3 to 5 seconds. And then because that holding is actually expanding the ribs, holding it and contracting them back down. Expanding, hold it. And so they're kind of coming in and down. So gradually that'll actually start to get more into that connective tissue, because even now, do you see where your shoulder is? It's not down as much as it was when we first started.
Oh, okay. And I want to say that that clavicle on this side is tight again. The inside the clavicle on the left this side.
Okay.
Isn't that, yeah, that's interesting.
Well, because we're doing a lot of change on.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your right. Okay,
This is my left.
that's your left. Okay.
My right clavicle is getting tight again.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Or in muscles inside of them. And
Okay.
this for the backbone.
So we've done 2 breaths. We've done 2 of these on the left side. Your right side is a little irritated. So let's go and do 1 on the right side to see if we can get you unirritated, to kind of even things out, engage those muscles, and then we're going to go back to the left.
Okay,
if
you
we
see,
are successful.
okay.
Okay.
That very couch right there, I usually lay this way and then I press this way because it feels better than pressing this way, but this way is what I need. So
Right.
I've been laying this way now.
All of a sudden, the wear patterns in your couch are going to be like going, huh? I'm confused.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's do that same thing. Kind of bring that right arm towards your hip. So the elbow, see how that kind of positions the elbow back? So it kind of lifts up that clavicle, kind of shifts
Mhm.
the muscles around there.
Mhm.
And now gently go and turn that out. Sure. So my fingertips are actually kind of pointing towards my opposite leg. And just gently push down. And inhale. Hold it. And exhale. And inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And relax. I feel like I'm doing the opposite. My brain switched gears again. Okay, how does that
I'm wondering if does it
feel
help if
now?
one of us is mirrored? Does it help? I don't know.
Let me see if I might be able to do that here.
I have my mirror and I have my stick in case you need it.
Okay,
my
so
my
how does that right area feel now?
that a little bit better. It still feels a little bit tight, but better.
But it's better. So we'll
Mhm.
take better, because now we're kind of activating over here. Let's go back to that left side again. Where's and slide that hand back. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay, there we go. My left, your left. All right. But I don't know how you see me.
I see you. That's your left, right? Yeah.
That's
That
my
makes sense.
left. Okay, so it really didn't work. It didn't. So I'm going to take
Oh,
my.
wait. Okay, wait. Okay, are you mirrored? No, it didn't work. You're the
It
same
did.
as you were.
That's what I thought I was the same.
It's
All right,
okay. I'll just make
that's
do.
okay.
Sometimes
I'm just going to bring that same arm as you. Bring that back and slowly go and slide that elbow out and push down and inhale, hold it and exhale. Inhale, hold it. Try to keep those breaths up and exhale. Inhale, hold it, exhale, and relax. Okay, how's that right side feeling?
it's better.
Okay, so it's not as cranky as it was.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
where you lock. It can lock.
Yep.
So they can. I'm putting a little bit of fan on. It's very humid today.
Yeah,
And
I actually turned the
74.
air conditioner on. My husband's like, "You sure you want to do this?" Like, I have fibromyalgia. I need either that or I'm going back to my office.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've got some rain and stuff, so it's just the humidity tends to make things swell a little bit more.
And it's 74 in here and humid. And yeah.
Yeah, I came home from the funeral. It was like 76 and humid. It's like, that's not even enjoyable.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, now we're going to take that. Yeah, okay. We're going to take that right arm and we're going to bring that forward and up and back and down, forward. So if you start to feel kind of stuck there, see how that kind of reaches? And up and back and down, forward and up, back and down. Awesome. Let's go with that left and bring it forward. So we're activating those muscles, keeping them activate, bring it up
So much more stiff.
and back and down, forward and up, back and down, forward. You know what? Let's turn towards that shoulder and inhale. Feel how that gets into that mid back, kind of across the whole rib cage back there, from the shoulders down to the opposite rib cage. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Turn the head back to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring that up. Let's turn towards that again. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring that shoulder back. I know our head's still there. And inhale. Feel how that kind of gets even into the opposite shoulder. And exhale.
No.
Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Turn the head back to the center. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And relax. You okay?
Yep.
All right, let's shake out those arms. Ooh, I like that. Okay, bring up those arms. And I want you to shift your body So I want you to,
Oh. Trying.
all right,
Oh,
lift
thinking it was
up.
gonna help.
So I want you
There.
to lift up your arms. And I want you to shift them towards your left side, the opposite side. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And bring it back to the center. And arms down. You okay?
Yep.
Getting a lot of core work in there, aren't we?
Mhm.
Ribs feeling okay?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. And let's bring up those arms again. Reach them up and stretch them over to the left. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And relax. And bring your arms down. You okay? Okay. How's that? How are those shoulder blades feeling back there? You feeling like they're moving a little bit more
They're
symmetrical?
more free. Yeah, they don't hurt.
Good.
They're not. Yeah.
We're not doing too bad from being, 500 miles apart, huh?
However many miles that is. It's less
But
than 300. I think it's 27. Well, I can't remember.
awesome. Okay.
270 or something.
270 or something. All right. So not bad. Okay. And let's bring those arms up again. And bring your arms back down. Okay. I want you to bring your left arm up first. Now bring your right arm up. And shift to the left. Inhale. Try to keep your head as straight as you can. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Shift your back to the center. And bring your arms down.
It stretches this muscle right here.
That's exactly where I wanted it to go.
Yeah.
Because that's that's a lower tight one, right? Awesome. Okay. Now, are you sitting in front of a desk?
Something that's holding my computer this high.
Okay. Is it a stable surface?
Not really. Well, you need me to balance because I can balance on the back of my chair.
Gotcha. So the other question is, do you have a throw pillow?
Yes.
Can you grab it for me?
Yes. I'm going to let my cat in too, I think.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay. I have 3 to choose from. I've got this, or this.
Let's go with the first this.
This
Yep.
one?
Yep.
Okay.
So you're going to take that and you're going to put it in between your ribs and your left arm.
Okay. Remember, I have that black thing to sit on that you gave me. I still have that. The black.
Yeah, but one side is smooth and the other side is bumpy.
Oh, yeah.
That is not going to feel comfortable on your
Okay.
ribs or your arm.
That's fine. So you want it? Where do you want it?
So we're going to put that underneath your arm.
Left.
Yep. And you're going to have your arm basically about a 90 degrees. So your thumb is pointing up. And you're going to bring that pillow in towards your ribs. Yep.
Okay.
Kind of bring that in. Perfect. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. and exhale. Inhale. Exhale and relax. Okay, perfect. This is a perfect exercise for you. All right, and bring that in again. Look what happens to your shoulder.
It goes up.
It goes up to even out to the other
Yeah.
one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's how we know that this is the right exercise for you. And bring that in. And inhale to the top of your head. And exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Does that feel like that's engaging in those ribs?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So it's going to be strengthening your arm, also strengthening your shoulder, the whole spinal system on that side, and as well as that lower core area. So it's a really good exercise. Yeah. So it's amazing how many different exercises a person can do with things around their house. Throw pillows are probably, this is one that were originally to get to the certain places, I would kind of like have people push against me. I'm not there for you to push against anymore. No more pushing me around. But you can see how easily you can still have an active exercise. You don't need to go to the gym for it, but you can see how effective that over this this is going to be, and engaging that, lifting up that side so that it's engaging in that left side of the core, so that you won't necessarily be tipping, because number one, first thing we did was we pushed down to lift. Now we're activating different muscles to strengthen. So we were pushing to lift and strengthen. This is pushing in to open up this shoulder so that it gets stronger too, because that right side likes to pull that left over because of how you're, so this is a way to kind of activate so that both sides start pulling the same tension so that it stops pulling to the right. Those muscles, we started activating them so they're pulling more to the left. And this pillow is going to be a great tool.
It's this muscle along the bra line on the right side that's tight now.
Okay. So we're going to just kind of hang out with the pillow there. We're going to actually turn the head towards the right. And we're going to turn our chin up in the air just a little bit to try to feel how that kind of got into that area. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Turn the head back, chin back down, and turn the head back to the center. Inhale. And exhale. Did that kind of get in and relax it a bit?
A little bit.
Okay, good. So it sounds like the exercise. So have you been like laying down each night on the neck pillow there?
Yep.
Good.
And doing the thing with the butt and doing the holding this up in 3 different positions.
Good.
Yeah. I like it. Fun. And
Yeah.
it's getting easier to lift my leg. And I showed Grace it and she goes, that's not 8 inches. She's such a perfectionist. And I'm like, and it was helpful because I think, okay, it's too high. Go lower, Gail. Because I can't tell.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, because Chris had to do the same thing, and it's like, bring it slow, 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 slow. And it's like, where do I start? Slow, slow, slow. You know, even if it's 4 inches, it's like, but you don't want to bring it up too high because then then you're not activating in the right areas. So yeah, leave it to your sister to point out.
She's very funny. She's more perfectionist than I am, so that's her thing. It's okay. She does it in an observation sort of way, though.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's trying to be giving you
Yeah.
gentle feedback.
Yes, she does.
So the other thing that I'm really noticing is I remember how, we were talking about your head, and it's
Yes.
like, I'm really seeing your head most of the time looking kind of straight at me. It's not like tipped. Remember how it was kind of turned quite a bit
Okay,
before?
this is centered. The camera is, yeah. Now you
Okay.
can't see me though because of the light.
I can see your nose. Oh, there's an eye. Okay, 2 eyes.
There we go.
And it's
Well,
funny,
you know,
it's like, and then I'm like, I need
I
to be
find that
next to the
hard
screen.
because
And it's like, no, that's only, I can only do what I can do. But,
that when I have the stick, I can't tell where center is because if I'm not centered, how do I know where center is, you know?
right. You put a post-it note on your nose. No. All right. Do you have your stick by you?
Yeah, I do. My cat really
Awesome.
wants a hug. Oh,
I've got one of those too.
that's all
And
you
it's
get,
like,
girl.
how much attention? I just came in from outside. I finally want to love you. And it's like, give me 5 minutes.
She has to get her regular dose of attention, which
Oh,
is not bad. She's a good cat. She's very loving, gentle cat. So this is the end. Well, this is
oh,
the
okay.
end.
So it's kind of flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close to flat. It's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm trying to remember what we had
Look
to
at
do.
that's a mirror right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I have this, okay, because I have this centered. I don't know if the eye on the camera is not centered with this though.
Uh,
So
Close enough.
then didn't ever realize that that is actually a better mirror than my mirror.
I have noticed that too, that sometimes I'll go on to Zoom just to be able to see where I'm at in space.
Mhm,
So yes, we were doing the hand over hand, right?
mhm. Oh, yeah, sure. Do you want
Yep.
me to do it?
Yep.
I don't have it centered with the eye on the camera.
As long as it's centered where you're at. So what I'm also watching for is how much wavering does it do? Yeah.
What does this strengthen?
It actually opens up each of the rib cages very, feel how like when you're, because of how your arms are placed, it's lifting different muscles and different bones so that when you're inhaling in, it's actually helping to open up the rib cage even more. But because your arms are away from your body, it's also engaging in your core muscles. So it's a lot easier than it was last week, isn't it?
Guess so.
Or are the arms fatiguing a bit?
No, they're not. I
Good.
just think it's easier because I'm not doing it the same way or something.
Actually, what happens is you start getting more muscle recruitment. And so we put you on a good start so that if you kept doing it, you're going to keep recruiting those muscles so that, with technically it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to really get a really good muscular structure and strengthening and conditioning. But it takes 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks to kind of really kind of firm things in. So and that's with a typical person. I mean, you've got some muscles that haven't been used like probably since forever. So we're kind of getting in pretty specialized and pretty uniquely into these. Make sure those elbows are straight.
Oh,
Aha. You feel how that now got into the rib cage more instead of the arms? So we're working a lot with the alignment and the core. And like I said, this first month we'll do a lot more sitting than what we'll do down the road. But more in the fact that we're just working up here, getting that core aligned, more balanced, and more core control so that it stabilizes on a regular basis. So we're taking what we did and continuing to improve even from a distance.
I can feel that on my shoulders. This
Yep.
low.
Yeah, because it's stretching and getting into, look at how much easier it is for that left shoulder to just kind of be up a little higher.
Good for it.
Yeah.
That's it, unless you want me to keep going down.
Okay. Now I'm gonna actually have you put that off to the side for a second. And based on the chair that you're sitting in, I want you to reach your left arm. I guess that I want you to reach your left arm behind your chair and bring your right hand outside of that left leg,
Left, say the right hand where?
outside of the left leg. So it's going in the same direction.
Okay.
Yep. And I want you to look up and I want you to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Just kind of twist just a little bit. Just put a little bit of pressure onto that right hand, the outside of that left leg. Inhale and exhale. Bring the head back, bring the arm back, and bring the other hand back. You okay? Was that an okay stretch or did that piss anything
Yeah,
off?
it's good. I like it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, what can we use around the surroundings that you have because you know that your body likes to twist this way. So it's like, how do we get it kind of going the other? You can use, again, your hips are just kind of being there and your legs are being there to kind of ground you so that body weight on the lower body, that's okay. So we get to concentrate on the upper side. So let's bring that left arm around again. Oh, so you can just hang out here, just even, so say you're in between clients, you could just even bring that left arm around because now you can feel how that kind of gets into the right. But if you just gently push that palm towards that right, gets it right into that vertebrae that's underneath that brow line. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And turn back to the center. And bring that arm.
I felt it right here a little bit.
Good. Yeah, because we've got
Right where
that.
my tape is.
Right, right where your tape is. Okay,
It's still there. It's really helpful.
good, good. So we're trying to get into different areas that your body's not used to getting into. So that was 2 stretches. I like to do, you know, let's do 8 to 10. Sometimes 8 to 10 just gets to be too fatiguing. I like, just kind of doing things in threes. Because if you're efficient enough, you don't need to do things, who needs to do 100 sit-ups? It's like, you just do those legless, slow, slow, slow. It's amazing how that just a few times can be very fatiguing, even for the most fit person. All right, let's bring that left arm around again.
Okay, the funniest thing was I sat in this chair and I'm like, this chair is broken. It's off. And then I looked at the chair and it was perfectly even and like, oh, whoops, that's my back. And when you do this exercise, my back's completely even on the chair.
And inhale. And exhale. Just a little bit of a push towards that leg. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And let's bring that body around again.
What is that strengthening?
It's strengthening right underneath the rib cage because you're just gently pushing your hand, but it's also going and stretching things out and kind of that inhaling and exhale, getting used to areas of your vertebrae that aren't used to kind of connecting. They're there, they're stuck, but they're like, oh, is this how things are supposed to feel? So we're retraining your brain. So we're kind of retraining that brain too, of like, oh, this is what it feels like. Because you've been so, you probably have sat on that chair a million times and never noticed that the chair wasn't even. And you're like, oh, but
Actually,
now,
it feels more even now than it did.
good.
Just a
I
little.
can even see that left shoulder coming up more than it did
Yeah.
when we first started.
Yeah.
So as we do this on a regular weekly basis, I'll be focusing on different areas, but I wanted to kind of, oh, she's loving the pillow. She's like, fine, you're going to throw it at me. I'm going to use it
I'm going to lay on it.
stool. I
I
love her.
usually
Yeah.
put that curtain on this side and she can't get to it as much, but she's starting to use her claws on the curtain. That's why I threw that at her.
Oh yeah, it's a smart thing to do. So cool. But yeah, so I'm going to leave you with exercise, kind of the exercises you've been doing, but the ones that we added were just where you sitting towards the front, sliding the palms back. Actually, we're sliding the left one back, turning the elbow out, pushing down, and inhaling, and exhale. Inhale.
You want it up, like want my shoulder up?
No, mine just comes up
Oh,
because I'm
okay.
pushing down. So that's just kind of how it is. If I didn't push down, my shoulder would just stay here. But because I'm
Okay.
pushing, it's engaging and lifting this. It's
Okay.
engaging all of those muscles. I'm coming from a place of even. You're coming from a place of this.
Yeah, down. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so push down. I push my back down.
Elbow out. Yep. And you can just kind of mess with the breath. We did three breaths this way, 3 breaths about 45 degrees. Because when you're doing that, you're actually even getting into the ribs of the opposite side in the front, right over here, right alongside of that heart there. So you're getting also into here and bringing it back. And then we also turn to the other side. So we did and then went back. So basically about 12 breaths. And because you're kind of doing that 1, 2, 3, holding 1, 2, 3, exhale.
Yeah, wait. 1 with the head this way, and 1 and 3 with the head this way, 3 with the head that way. And where's the third one?
Straight.
Straight. Okay.
Yeah. So always start neutral. Always start straight. Then you can go either direction. But so you start neutral.
Oh.
Turn with 3 breaths. Start neutral, 3 breaths. Go to the other side, 3 breaths, and back 3 breaths. Done. and do that 3 times. So very similar to what you're doing with the chair, with the wall,
Mhm.
but this will be more towards that one side, so that it brings your weight more.
But you
to the
still wanted
center.
me to do 3, 3, and 3, but since I have my arm this way, it's working this side.
Right. It's pushing those ribs up
Okay.
more and activating them more on that side.
Okay.
And then of course we had the pushing the pillow in, which is again,
Oh,
I love it. No, that's okay.
it's my pillow.
She's like, you threw it at me. It was a gift. I'm not letting you have it back. And then just keeping that hand again at a 90-degree angle, relaxed, and push in, which still lifts off that shoulder. And it's not a bad thing. I know, like, you probably have a Zoom yourself or something like that. You can always go and do your own recording of your own exercises to kind of go, what am I seeing? Am I duplicating that? In fact, I've got to figure out how to upload this guy and do a private link. I think if I put it unlisted to YouTube, then it'll store it there, and then I can share the link with you so you can have everything that we did today. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, okay. So yeah, and continuing on with the wall as well as the pole.
Remind me about this. What did I do here?
Oh, you're just pushing in?
Yeah, and then there, and there.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt, because what it does is it also gets into these neck muscles when you're pushing in. Here, turn to one direction. See how that gets into these muscles here? And inhaling. So it's just really getting into these neck muscles.
Mhm.
And exhale. So it's not just working on that side, you're stretching and kind of engaging in breathing muscles alongside, so that your whole head starts to become a lot more neck. As you said, your neck is staying in place
Mhm.
instead of, it usually goes out of place within a day
Yeah,
or
it's
two.
very strange. That's why these 5-minute chiropractors haven't been working, or even 10 or 20 minutes. My favorite day with you is, I think it was the second day, you just worked the hell out of my back, and it was just felt so good. You're working all these tiny little muscles, and it just felt really good.
And you're like, when did this not, So I think, was that the day that we had you on your side?
It was a day before I started to hurt. This hurt the day after. So I think it was the second day.
Okay.
I don't remember if I was on my side. You think maybe, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think we did sideline that second day, because it gives me an opportunity, because we did. Oh, I just worked like 90 minutes just on your back alone. And then
I
the day
know.
number 3 was on your side.
Oh yeah, that was the one with the dots.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember which one of those two felt better. I can't remember. One of them was really, really felt good.
Right. And each way kind of, so I like to bring the body into different directions, because then I have a chance to get into the muscles in different ways. And that's a lot of what you're doing now with that 3-dimensional. Look where that shoulder is. I'm just
I know.
impressed
I
with
look
you.
up there because it's a bigger picture. The TV.
Isn't that just impressive? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to go here, but let's just sit back in your chair and let's feel how that feels now.
It's better than it was. There's some more on this side that's hitting the chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nicely done.
Can't believe that.
High five yourself.
High five you.
You did great.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have to admit, I knew I could get there. I knew that I've had to work with people with pain and hypermobility, but look how effective just even this virtual session has been. From when you
Right.
started to where you're at
This is always
now, an hour later.
Yeah, this is a tight muscle right there. So yeah, I really hope I can come back and see you, just because I can do exercises, but it's you do your magic too. So
Right. But I will say that my magic, I know myself well enough and I know my techniques well enough to know my magic alone doesn't work.
Mhm.
It works for the time.
Mhm.
But that was the interesting thing with COVID. I'm like, I'm going back to being a personal trainer. And the fact that you need to go to the gym twice a week to have 2 to 3 times a week to be an effective to build up those muscles, I'm going to go back to that. And the success rate got to be so much faster. And then it's like, I'm going to give at home exercises. The success rate was so much better. So kind of, you know, where people are going, oh, within, 2 to 3 years, you can see that either within 1 hour, virtually, we've still been able to make this work,
Mhm. Mhm.
you know. But yeah, it's kind of fun in the fact of, really fine tuning things. But yeah, it's, I am looking forward to when I see you again. But yeah, you're doing great.
Thank you.
You're
And you're
right
gonna
on
see me
track.
on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of these are easy enough to just throw in through your day, do them, once to twice a day,
Okay.
and you're going to find that things are going to keep progressing much faster than, you know, and then we get to pick on a new area. So,
Yeah, sounds good to me. Thank you.
okay, great job. Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
weekend. Are
Was
you,
I hope that person that died wasn't causing you too much pain.
oh, he was just so young. It was like, uh, what was he? Yeah, just 28 years old, but he was just always a servant heart. He'd come home, he'd go to work and work at Target warehouse for 10 hours and go to church and peel 30 to 40 pounds of potatoes so that with Grace dinners that they a couple of days the potatoes were ready, and he'd work 10 hours and then go and help to serve
Oh my
food
gosh.
to people. He was a just a really kind soul. Just, mentally not always 100% there, but yet his memory was, if he knew your name the second time he saw you, he remembered what your name was, or you can call him on any movie and he would know what it was, the year this person was in it, and I can't remember the other person, and he would come up with the name, the title, and the other
Yeah.
co-actor, the supporting actor and supporting role. So he was
Mm.
just really good with all that. But yeah, he, you know
Yeah.
as Lonnie, his dad, would say, it's like, he was given to us for a season, and church was his second home. So the church was packed. Yeah,
Mm.
so
You made a lot of friends.
yeah.
And I won't stay on long, but I just found out my person who did my colonoscopy died. And I just found
Oh,
out from my masseuse who works at the hospital where he works that he went back to Sudan to help his family, and he was killed in a war act.
oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
that is
forget.
weird. We're not used to that.
No, no.
Yeah.
I've had Liberian friends that have gone back to the Civil War, and it's like, are you sure that it's safe? Or
Yeah.
they had a fundraiser a couple of weeks ago, so that they literally had purchased what do they call, a barge, not a barge, but it was like a whole semi trailer or a rail car.
Mhm.
And so they went and they were able to purchase a used car and put that in there, and then food, because if you go in there, drop the food, they would actually go and steal the food. So the people that really needed it weren't getting it. So these people, like once a year, go there and risk their lives to go and deliver food to people that really need it,
Oh,
because food delivery efforts have failed because the guerrillas go and steal it.
yeah.
It's either the guerrillas or the people that are, I think it's the people that are in power are stealing it so that they get control. And it's like,
It's so sad
yeah,
how people can be so mean.
yeah. Well, I'm
Self.
sorry for the loss. And
Yeah, I wasn't that. I went to him once. He was a new guy, and I liked him.
Mhm.
but I can't believe he died. I mean, like, what?
We forget how precious life is and that not everybody wakes up to a bed and a quiet morning with the birds.
Yeah. You think about it, all that knowledge died with him. Like, he had that expertise.
Yeah.
What a waste for whoever killed him. Like, what are you doing?
They didn't know or care.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Great job.
I
Have
will
a
see
great
you
weekend.
on Monday sometime. I know I can't remember when it is, but I know it's
Yeah,
on
I'm
Monday.
kind of the same way.
It's okay. It's on my calendar too.
Me
And
too.
your system will send me a reminder.
Okay. Sounds good. So take care and have a good weekend.
All right, you too, hon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.